and we're in Amish country. Well, since we're out here in middle, this is Bennington Pike in Switzerland County, Indiana. This is pretty much Amish country, and there's no traffic on Tuesday night. And everybody, I haven't really showed the bike yet, except for a little bit on Instagram on my reels. I'll need to put my Instagram link down below. But this is it. I do have plans for it. I didn't buy it because it was bone stock, and it is bone stock. I'm going to put some Rushmore bags on it, because these bags, you hit a bump and you got them full of something, they do pop open, and even locked the fastening system on it. And you see guys in the old days of putting bungee cords, you see them where they put bungee cords around them. I don't mind the quiet exhaust. I really don't. It's kind of refreshing, especially when you go on long trips. It is refreshing to not have that blasting in your ears. In fact, I noticed more wind noise in my helmet that I noticed than before, that I never noticed before. So I started wearing earplugs. But I'll probably leave the exhaust alone. I'll talk to Fuelmoto, but if I have a set of 555 cams, I just need to get a tuner. But it'll be a while before I do any engine work at all. Not this year, probably not even next year. I don't know. We'll see. But I got the spacers to move the floorboards out, which will be more comfortable. I'll see how comfortable these are once the floorboards moved out. Not crazy about those. The big old hammock seat is ugly, but boy, it is comfortable. It's up in the air. I really do like the Saddlemen Road sofa, but that thing right there, it's comfortable. I can't complain at all. It's not bad. And of course, it's got my favorite fairing on it. This is my absolute most favorite fairing of the Road Glide series. I just watched the Indian Larry Block Party 2025 thing from a guy from New Jersey. I wish I could remember his name off the top of my head, but he rode into the city with a couple guys Road Glides, and I wanted to find out about the length of the tubes. I have a whole 49 millimeter front end minus the tubes. With the Geezer Glide billet trees, which I'll be adding, and a 17-inch front wheel. I don't think this fender will work with that triple trees with the 49 millimeter forks. I'm pretty sure these are still 41. I don't think they're 49. I should find out what year 2013. I should find out when they put the bigger tubes in. All the chrome, it doesn't annoy me. I do have a timing cover, and I will be putting on this, and also a derby cover. And the windshield is the right height, but I think a little bit of flip, and just got that stock look to it. But it works. But that can wait till next year. That's not something that is pressuring me. I'm not crazy about the air cleaner, but like I said, it's not one of the things that overnight's going to drive me crazy. The chrome, I don't know. It hasn't really bothered me because I've just been riding the damn thing. The black paint, it's dated looking, and of course, I won't leave it alone. I got like I said, a 17 millimeter or 17-inch front wheel, which I will probably get. I love the bronze on my ST. I might get the 17-inch Electric Glide wheel bronzed. We'll see. We'll think about it. We'll talk about it. Sissy Bar, I don't know. It was an Amazon special that I'd given to Juicebox, and Juicebox gave it back to me, and I'll have to decide if I can live with that. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to the boys about making me a real Sissy Bar. But also, Juicebox has my tour pack, which I can use at any point if I need a long trip with a passenger that hauls stuff. I know this kind of the little things are kind of ugly, the tail things, but I kind of like the little lights, and I want as much light as possible on the back of this bike, and I'm going to get the light things in here from Custom Dynamics or whoever. And the antenna, I don't know. I don't listen to radio. The radio works perfectly. I don't listen to it because I listen to stuff in my head. Anyway, let's go. With the other bars, I will be moving the ram mount, the radar detector, and stuff, to fit whatever fits the new bars when I get a chance to go down to Pete and put it on the lift and swap it all out. Like I said, the damn thing, runs so good, and it handles really well. It's got the factory air shocks, which work. Except for having Eva on it the other day to drive to the grocery store. I really haven't had a passenger on it on a long trip, so don't know how good the shocks work. But I will probably, just for the sake of economy and budget, put a set of, oh, deer. See, more deer. I will probably put a set of the factory late model 13-inch shocks from a CVO on it for now, until I get a budget to have a real high-end suspension. I rode BK Lowe's Dynaglide a couple years ago when I went to the bike party. He let me drive around the corner. I was scared to death because, you know, I knew how much money he had spent in that bike, and I didn't know the streets in New York, but so I didn't take it a long ride. You know, I'm like, holy shit, I know what this bike's worth. I don't want to be the guy that tears it up, you know. And but in the short little distance I rode, the suspension felt like a dirt bike. He's got that high end. I think it's Legends. No, he's going to kill me. See, see how the deer. This is getting to the season. I got a new headlight, a Hogwarts headlight, and I need to put in it too. I would like the LP6, but that tears way into travel budget next year. Anyway, his Dynaglide felt like a giant dirt bike. You know, they had that cushy, and I was thinking, man, I really want a big bike that feels like this. And I had thought about that. I had Fox shocks on the Electra Glide standard, but they weren't quite to that standard. So in the future, in the far future, because this is the last bike I buy for the rest of my life. Now, I do have a plan for a little project bike that I want to build, but that's also going to be with some other future plans that I have on my bucket list. You know, in that bucket list of extreme wealth, because I am going to be extremely wealthy next year. That's on the bucket list. And have like the ultimate garage. I was just at my buddy Wade's house. I don't want to film at his house, but he has a really cool pole barn apartment. He's got a pole barn that's insulated, the foam insulation that he can pull his golf cart in. It's got a driving thing, a golf course driving swinging thing in there, full size. You can still drive the golf cart in there. Grandkids are in there riding their bicycles in the pole barn, and they got a little bar set up, and everybody's sitting around chairs. There's plenty of room in it, and I was like, oh, this is like paradise. This is what I need. There would be enough room for me while all that was going on for me to pull the motorcycle in. And they told me, he's like, he don't live too far from me. He's like, you need someplace to pull your motorcycle this winter, and you can put it here. And I thanked him because it's a walking distance from my house, but he's got a really nice apartment built into it and got a loft above his apartment for also hanging out. And I'm thinking, this is, all my years of living a normal life, this is what I should be living, like this, the ultimate man cave. But it was just like, this is what let's just be logical about what I need, what I want, and not just need, what I want in a living establishment. Though I'll tell you, after moving, I was like, I never want to move this shit again. I'm just going to burn the house down. Just kidding, Christy. I would not do that. But I would get a dumpster, throw all my stuff in it, which helps. But with that thought, so I have thought that. I thought that recently. I move, I'm throwing this stuff away. I'm thinking, why don't I just throw it away now? Why do I have to wait till I get it, I move again? If I don't think that much of it, just throw it away now. Don't worry, if you left your stuff at my house, I'm not throwing your stuff away. I'm putting it in boxes, and I will deliver it to you. Because I know there's some stuff there that is not mine, and I have been very carefully packing it and putting it in boxes, and I will get it to you somehow or another. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, that's about it. I just the moving when I had such a big move, and it seemed like a big emotional move this time compared to the last. Even though the last had also had its emotional setbacks. It might have been 2 eclipse, full moon, all that. And it seemed like there was a lot going on And every time I'd shoot a motovlog, I was not happy with it because it was not in the vein of what I was wanting to say. And so here I am saying it, sort of, or heading in that direction. In the back of my head all the time, I always think, like, why am I not successful? It's not that I'm asking why I'm not successful. That's not it. It's that I can't do what other people do that makes them successful. And what I watch, what I like on other people's motovlogs is not making them successful, but it's something I like. Now, not to say that I don't enjoy blockheads, because right now, in fact, at the house, I have a blockhead video on pause that I'm going to watch when I get home. And I don't remember which one it was. It's the one that just posted today or yesterday or whenever this goes in. And I never fail. Like, every time I watch BK Lowe's video, I'm like, it's one of the things like, okay, back in the early 80s, I used to go to Nashville with my friends, and we all thought we were hot shots in the early 80s, hot shots singer-songwriters, and we would hear people talk about Steve, wait till Steve gets back down, wait till Steve gets back down. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And we know, like, I don't know who Steve is. Nobody knew who Steve was. Steve was not getting radio airplay. And then one night, I'm in a little honky-tonk, and I'm underage, in a little honky-tonk in Nashville, which wasn't a problem if you had a guitar in your hand. And Steve shows up, and I'm talking about the Steve Earle. And he gets up on stage after everybody did their little things, and we all thought we were hot shit. And Steve gets up on stage, and he does songs I would not hear for another 30. Well, he would not record for another 30 years, but he does them, and it's like seriously, the devil went down to Georgia kind of experience. Like, I went home and set my guitar down, and we wouldn't touch it. Like, he was so good. He was so much better. And it wasn't that he was so good. I was like, that's what I want to hear on the radio. That's what I want to hear. That's the music that I don't have to make music because someone else is making the music that I need to make. It's so effing good. And I was like, I'm not even in the same vein as far as how good he was. And that's the way I feel every time I watch BK Lowe's videos. They're cinematic masterpieces, and I always want to share them with everybody. Like, this is so good, I don't know if everybody still feels the same way as I do, because like, he taps into everything he's really good at expressing that. But nonetheless, it doesn't mean that I don't watch other people's videos and feel. I'm like watching the guy from New Jersey who kept passing his GoPro off to different people and his friends, and I thought, that's really cool. It was very amateurish. You could tell the guys were nervous, and I'm like, and that's why I like motovlogs, because the average Joe can motovlog like me. Nonetheless, I thought to myself, I was like, I can't be nobody but me. This is who I am, and I hope that other people watch this and go, well, that's who I am. I can relate to that because that's who I am. I'm a guy who works and's got a budget and's got a bike, and budgeting for parts and trips, and I don't have sponsors, and I suck at relationships, and I don't know what else you want me to say. How honest do you want me to be? I feel really bad. I missed 2 events this year that I really feel bad about. One of them was, of course, the block party. I was right in the midst of moving right when it all happened, and I felt like all of my money was going to like U-Hauls and buying people food for helping me move and asking people to help me move, and I had to be there for certain dates, and it just was like not going to work out in my favor. And then the Germantown Hoedown, which is a local in Germantown, Kentucky, which is right near where I grew up. And the guy's having like dirt drags, and it's at an old fairgrounds, and he's trying to make this annual thing. And my buddy Mike it's a friend of his is putting it on, and Mike was really wanting me to go, but I had to work. And it's like one of the things, like, I really need to be working right now to pay for, I can't be taking time off work. Though I'll be honest with you, my company does pay me pretty decent for vacation pay, and I do have 36 hours left, which I need to take them up on. This is my favorite curves, but you got to watch deer right there. They hang out there at the bottom of that yard. and I still haven't rubbed my floorboards yet. I'm still learning the lean angle of this bike and the tires that's on it, and I'll get there. This is one of the things where every time I buy a bike, the Lowrider ST kind of ruined me because I could barely touch on it, and I'd have to push it hard on it, and now I'm like, I know I can't push a bagger that hard. And you felt like you was way over on the ST when you took over, which, by the way, I have a shock extension. If someone wants to buy, and a Saddleman seat and a windshield, Clockworks windshield, somebody wants to buy some Lowrider ST parts, hit me up. There's Fred to go. But on that note, I will continue this now that I'm pretty much moved in, and I still got to set up the bed frames and put stuff away, but pretty much moved in now, and I am dealing with the neighbor. There's a feral neighbor tomcat that I need to deal with. We'll go down that street some other day. These stupid little tar things get me every time. I hate when they do that. Feel them do them tar things with the cracks in the road and make your bike wiggle. Gives you a little bit of uneasy feeling. Nonetheless, we're about to crank this mother up. Peace out, mofos. I stopped at Red Flicker, which has been a liquor store down here for like 30 years at least. I was once a year at the block party, like in 2013. I seen somebody with a Red Flicker t-shirt on. So, and always, I don't know, I didn't see who it was, and I only caught a glimpse of it, but it's become my liquor store, local liquor store. And I'm right in front of Vonderland, is that how it is? And there's 3 storefronts here getting remodeled, and I don't know what they're going to be. There's rumors, everybody's got rumors about what they're going to be. Maybe 4 storefronts. But I can't wait to see it's open. It's walking distance to the Inherently Dangerous Motovlog headquarters now. So they don't know that yet, but they will. Plus I got another channel that I'm getting ready to start. And, whatever.